Well, I got paid. I'm at $5. Yay, yay, yay. I reached my goal. So now what I'm about to do. Now I'm at $5. I'm about to cash out. I'm gonna do a video just for that. So I finally did it. I made $171.65, and it took about 200 plus days to do it on the Eureka Surveys app. After lots of casual clicking and not so casual clicking, I finally made it happen. Now $171 is enough to pay for some snacks, get some gas, probably do a reasonably, a small or moderate grocery run, and those things are all great. And I'm appreciative of the app allowing me to make a little bit of this extra money on the side without me having to get a second job or go out for another job application. But there is a catch. But about halfway through my 7-month journey with the Eureka Surveys app, I went and I found something in our privacy policy that I was not a fan of. And it actually almost made me delete the app entirely. And actually, I did delete the app entirely off my phone for a little bit of time. It's a feature though, as the app sees something that you might have copied on your phone this morning, and it's active on your device right now. I'll show you the privacy flush in a minute and how to fix it very shortly. But this will all be in my personal review of the Eureka Surveys app in 2026. But first, let's talk about why most people tend to fail with this app in the first 30 days. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that will tell you something like you can make $100 in a weekend using this app. And to be honest, the truth is they're lying. There might be some magical app out there that allow you to do that and they get paid to and make money with your phone space, but Eureka's probably not the one for you. If they are doing that, if they are saying that, they're not really doing that. They're just trying to hype up the app so we go ahead and just use the referral code and they can get the referral dollar or whatnot from you using the app through their code. The truth is, this app is more of a slow burn and something that you'll want to just do consistently in your free time while you're watching commercials, doing laundry, cooking dinner. This is going to be more of that kind of app. And one thing you're going to want to do is set up what's called a safety sequence on day one. And when you set up the safety sequence, which I'll tell you about here in a bit, it's going to allow you to basically stop the algorithm in the Eureka Surveys app from considering you or thinking that you might be a bot or a fake person. This is also going to allow you to reach your $5 cash out without a lot of friction or things in your way. It's the equivalent of Buffy from Buffy Vampire Slayer going out without her stake to slay a vampire for the night. And if you don't do this thing, you can find yourself in a very awkward or uncomfortable or unfun position. So it's possible you can pay attention to this. Hey there, this is the editing Marvin right now, and I was editing my video and I kind of realized that I kind of forgot to actually introduce myself. So I'm Marvin, Everyday Marvin, and I do reviews on all kinds of things, but mainly I focus on app reviews. Today's focus is going to be on the Eureka Surveys app, which I loved until I didn't love it anymore. And then I loved it again. Enjoy the rest of this video on my channel, Everyday Marvin Reviews. Let's get back to it. See ya. Step 1, use the Sandbox email. This means use the email that you specifically have for apps like these. Instead of giving out your actual real email, you'll give out a junk email or something that you know that's not attached to your main personal email. Number 2, you need to consider or you need to create a consistency map. It's basically what is going to be the defined and profile traits for using the Eureka Surveys app, so that when you take surveys, you always match up with the expectations of what the app says you are and what you say you are in your profile. Step number 3 is one of the reasons that I was able to avoid getting banned from the app in the first place during my 7-month run on the Eureka Surveys app. One of the secrets to lasting over 200 plus days on the Eureka Surveys app is my $5 rule. Once you reach the $5 minimum threshold, you will want to go ahead and cash out. If you do not want to treat this app like a bank, you want to treat it more like a transit station. Meaning that as soon as you reach the minimum cash out threshold, you go ahead and cash out, and as a bonus, you're going to be rewarded for it. So every time you cash out with the app, they're going to give you a $1 feedback survey, which will be presented to you on the home page after you cash out. You simply take the feedback survey. It takes less than a minute to take, and you have $1 instantly in your account, which will make the minimum they have to reach to be a lot easier for you in the long run, in the short run. I'm gonna go ahead and record my cashing out of my $5 for Eureka Surveys is in February 2026, and I just recently finished the survey and I reached the $5 minimum. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cash out. And took my profile real quick. I think my alarm's going off. Okay, anyway, so now we're inside my account and you can see my history. I just took a survey for 23 cents and I've been doing various things. I've been watching video bonus ads, doing tap offers where I just tap through a couple ads and get credited. Lots of gameplay credited. You can see all the things I've been doing to get to $5. It's kind of like during my free time. So now we're gonna go and cash out. And go over to cash out and hit PayPal and hit cash out 5. It's gonna go to my email, my PayPal email. Let me take that for a couple seconds, or maybe up to a minute. And there you have it. Quick screenshot. You can see it's a congrats. Your $5 cash will arrive in a few minutes. So now we're just gonna wait for PayPal to pop through. And it's coming through any minute now. So we're seeing a PayPal notification. Go back into the Eureka history. See, I just cashed out PayPal. $7 server, which you normally get every time you cash out. Yeah, we're telling okay for PayPal now. Yep, there it goes. Okay for PayPal. Let's go into PayPal. Now with the load. You can see I now have PayPal. And you'll see in my history recent transactions. There'll be a transaction with SocialLoop LLC, which is what Eureka Surveys app is owned by. My recent activity, $5 from SocialLoop LLC. And that's Eureka Surveys. So I hope you found this helpful and informative. And this does pay out in 2026. Hope you liked it. This feedback survey now. You can see I currently have $169.82 I've earned overall. With feedback survey now. And I just cashed out today. You did. You cashed out $5. Congrats on cashing out. You cashed out 22 times and a total of $169.82. Got a few questions for you. That's good. How do you feel about cashing out today? Pretty good. Which way did you earn on your way to cash out? Surveys, daily pool, video bonus, check-ins, games. Yeah. So you cashed out $5 PayPal. What are you planning to spend it on? Something fun. Is the plan. The most common way people discover Eureka Surveys from someone they trust. In fact, 85% of users invite a family member or close friend. Already did that. Are you going to invite a family member or friend? Already did. What's the biggest piece of news or event that stood out to you this week? Because I got to cash out on Monday. To cash out on a Monday. On a Monday, it was sooner than I thought I would. Rob was improving Eureka service. Every suggestion goes straight to CEO. Many of our best efforts are coming. Do you have any feedback you'd like to share? Please continue the tap offers, since I tend to earn faster with those. And submit. And yep, and that's that. There you have it. Was cash titles wrong today, earlier today, and I got my dollar for my survey completed. And these are all the ways I've been earning. You scroll down. When we get to the very bottom, you'll see all the cashes I've had. Lots and lots of cash outs. So what was one of the ways I kept my momentum going during this 200 plus day one? One of the easiest things I did that made my journey so much easier was learning when to log into the app. Generally around 4 p.m. Eastern time to 5:30, you can go into the offers section and there's an arcade section. And in the arcade section, they generally tend to populate it with games that you can play. Some will pay you per minute and some will pay you per level. I tend to lean towards the one that pay you per minute because you get paid out faster with those. What I gotta do is open up the app and play it consistently for a couple minutes. They'll get paid automatically first. It's having to get through certain levels, some reach to certain tiers, which could take you longer than you might expect. The other thing is doing the tap offers, which are basically offers where you go and you click through search results primarily, or you click through article links and you get paid automatically for it. Doing simple actions. These can pay anywhere from 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, all the way up to 6 cents at a time for doing simple tasks, and which I love that they add up quickly over the course of a day. Now let's talk about the safety flash. Now let's talk about something that's kind of like somewhat creepy about the app, just called Clipboard sniffing. You can know that the app is actually able to see anything that you have temporarily copied on your clipboard on your phone. And most people may not realize this, but every time you go to copy something on your phone, there is a clipboard you might see right off the bat that holds this information temporarily for you. And if you open up the Eureka app and they have access to and they're able to see this clipboard, they can see things such as passwords, two-factor authentication codes, username, things like that. Now you may go and ask why they have access to this in the first place. But one reason they may have actually access to this is, say for instance you sat down with the app and you have a referral code that you copy from somewhere. They can automatically take that code and then put it into the app and you get credited your bonus that way very easily. One way to get around this clipboard thing that the app likes to do is to simply just copy something innocuous or something simple or not sensitive before you open the app. So you could basically copy and paste a word like pancakes into your clipboard or before you open the app. So that way when the app does see your clipboard, they won't see anything you may not want for it to see. And I actually checked on my phone and I noticed that my phone doesn't even app. I didn't even actually have anything in the clipboard at all. I made sure I could go forth and I could turn it on, and I had the Gboard from Google. And on my phone, unless you turn it on, it doesn't really save anything. And then on top of this, when you do turn it on, it only saves for about an hour and then it's gone. So I didn't really worry about that too much. And that actually was one of the reasons why I uninstalled the app in the first place, due to the clipboard sniffing. But once I realized it wasn't really a big deal, it wasn't really happening that much, or I didn't have everything in my clipboard to really worry about, I went back to the app and I kept using it and I kept earning. Now I learned about this clipboard stuff. It may be a deal breaker for you, but it wasn't a deal breaker for me personally. But I did want to make you aware that you can find this all in the privacy policy and in the terms and conditions. Now I know some of you are worried about the clipboard sniffing or the data Eureka Surveys collects. Look, as a consumer advocate, that's what I kind of consider myself to be at this point. I get it. But before you hit delete, we need to look at the industry standards. And is Eureka actually an outlier, or is it just how the game is played in 2026? We're going to take a look at two other well-known, highly rated apps, which would be Swagbucks and Survey Junkie. Again, if you're worried about clipboard sniffing, unsure exactly what data these apps are collecting, before you hit delete, let's look at the 2026 industry standard. We got Eureka Surveys, which is powered by SocialLoop LLC. We have Swagbucks, which is powered by ProDedge. And we have Survey Junkie, which is powered by Disco. All of these well-known apps are backed by massive established market research firms, which you can actually go and look up online. And they've all been verified. So it isn't like these things are backed by fly-by-night operations. These things have been around for a while and they're known for market research. I dug into the fine print for Eureka, Swagbucks, and Survey Junkie. Here's the reality. All three collect your IP address, device IDs, and demographic info to match you with surveys. The reality is, whether it's tracking cookies or device identifiers, these apps use the same tech to make sure you're a real person and not a bot. If you use any high-rated, get paid to, or GPT, or make money with your phone app, you're agreeing to this level of data sharing. Eureka isn't doing anything extra. They're just following the standard playbook for 2026. And if you notice with Survey Junkie, they actually may require a social security number for tax reporting over $600, which makes it stick out from the other two. And again, the bot proofing playbook, cookies, device IDs, IP logging, and they all have the reason for doing so. It's not spying, it's how to guarantee you're a real person and match you with the right surveys. The universal anti-fraud rules. So all these apps follow certain rules to stop people from scamming their system. They verify your age limit. They don't like it when you have or use VPNs, which are basically virtual private networks, which allow you to hide your location and make you say or look like you're in one location when you're actually somewhere else. And they also do not like it when you have multiple accounts, and they prefer you don't have multiple accounts because they want each person to be unique and to be a real person. All three apps will instantly lock your account for fraud. Play fair to get paid. So the 2026 verdict is, if data collection scares you, stay away from the GPT apps entirely. Also known as get paid to or make money with your phone. But if you want to earn, Eureka is as legitimate as the big players. So what you want to do is hit the low $5 threshold, which is one of the lowest ones in the industry pretty much when it comes to these level of types of apps. Cash out immediately and then unlock the dollar bonus survey that you get every time you cash out. Very few apps I know will reward you for cashing out or give you extra money just for cashing out every single time. And I've personally cashed out over 20 times, and so I've gotten that dollar. They paid me $24 over it all just for cashing out. And again, very few apps will do that. So it's legitimate, it's standardized, and it's fast payouts. You normally get your payouts within a few minutes from request if you're doing it through PayPal or a Visa or something like that. So I recommend you download it, give it a shot, and grab the app and hit your first $5 today. Or you generally reach that probably within, I would guess, 5 to 7 days. You should be reaching your first cash out. Okay, and I did just want to show you one more time the get paid to app comparison chart so you can see and kind of take a look at how Eureka Surveys compares to Swagbucks and Survey Junkie, and they're basically doing the same thing. It doesn't really vary that much from any of the other big well-known survey or get paid to apps, because the reality is all three apps have comparable terms and privacy practices. Standard get paid to playbook, it's about your risk tolerance. So basically, if you have any concerns about your information or sharing your information, you probably shouldn't be doing get paid to apps in the first place. But if you're okay with taking what I would consider calculated risk, which is pretty low, I would definitely give Eureka Surveys a try, and I've benefited from it over the year, not only from Eureka Surveys, but other apps that are similar to it. And I don't hate the bit of cash I get just for doing this in my free time and my in-between time. So I hope you found this helpful, and let's keep on going with this video. The final thing I'm going to recommend is their bonus videos, which you can see then when you go to the homepage of Eureka Surveys. They will have a button that you can actually watch a video with either 1 to 2 cents. You get paid to watch an ad, and that goes instantly into your balance once the ad is completed. You can also do the tap offers, as I mentioned earlier, which pay anywhere from 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, all the way up to 6 cents. And these add up quickly over the course of a day. They normally have a couple of these available either every hour or every other hour. So just a really easy way to rack up and get to that $5 minimum threshold and then cash out. And then once you cash out, you'll be eligible to receive the dollar feedback survey, which is super easy to take and probably one of the most easiest ways to earn in the app. Now, because I want you to start your weekend off right and as easy as possible, I will have a referral code in this video as well as in the description box, along with a free report, which will go in the top 5 apps that I personally use to actually cash out with, which have been verified by me personally. I also will include a special downloadable MP3, which will go over how to stay safe on apps like this one and other apps, and we're covering a lot of things we covered in this video. And this will become my mobile earners survival safety kit, and the link will be in the description. But if you need money right now, you should definitely check out this video where I talk about how I found out about this special glitch between Eureka Surveys app and the Fanduel app, which is a fantasy or daily fantasy sports app, and how I was actually able to get almost instantly paid out $48 in under 30 minutes for doing a simple task that really anyone can do. So if you want to learn how you can go ahead and get money a lot faster and almost instantly, and again in under a half hour, go ahead and check this video, which will be here. And then if you're not interested, that's fine. You go ahead and check the link in the description box to get the free survival mobile earners safety kit report and all the bonuses that come with it. And again, check out my next video about the Fanduel and Eureka Fanduel glitch and how I made $48 almost like that. Check it out.